Hey, e-commerce Minute listeners. Want to share your opinions, give feedback, or tell us what you're thinking? Send us a voice message. Voice messages are an easy way for you to send us audio that might end up in a future episode of the e-commerce Minute. They're the latest feature from Anchor, the platform we use to make this podcast. So what can you do with voice messages? You can send us show suggestions, ask questions, make comments on previous episodes, or just send us some love. You can send us a voice message right now from wherever you're listening. Just tap the link in the show notes. We can't wait to hear from you. It's the e-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The e-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. This episode is brought to you by SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. Save time and money no matter what you ship or mail with SendPro Online software. Print shipping labels and stamps right from your desk and access discounted rates for as low as $4.99 a month. Try it free for 30 days and get a free 10-pound scale when you visit pb.com/minute. That's pb.com/minute. Experience the better way to ship with a free trial of SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. It's e-commerce Minute episode 485.
In today's episode, Amazon gamifies warehouse tasks.
Amazon's less than ideal warehouse working conditions have been the subject of public scrutiny for quite a while now. So the e-commerce giant has come up with a solution to potentially make work a little easier, or at least a little more fun for these employees. They've begun to install video games next to worker stations. Their physical actions, like assembling orders and moving items, are translated into in-game moves. The games have been introduced to 5 warehouses all over the world, from Seattle to around Manchester, after testing it out at just one warehouse in late 2017. The games allow employees to compete against each other, which also sneakily pushes workers to up the ante among themselves to pack more boxes and in turn raise overall productivity levels. When robots wheel large shelves to each station, lights or screens indicate which item the employee needs to grab to put in a bin. The game then registers the completion of the task, tracked by scanning devices, and can then put individuals, teams, or entire floors against each other to compete to be the fastest or most efficient. Mission Racer, Picks in Space, Dragon Duel, and Castle Crafter are a few of the new games. The simple graphics are similar to early Nintendo games from the 90s. In the Dragon game, employees are rewarded 16 points for each product they pick, and players can see how they rank against others playing the game, but they're on the leaderboard anonymously. Amazon said they will not monitor game results or penalize workers for not participating, but the employees are tracked for speed and efficiency, and if they underperform, they can be fired or reassigned. However, employees are rewarded with points, badges, and other prizes for good performance. One warehouse rewards high performance with internal currency called swag bucks, which can be exchanged for Amazon-branded swag. Only time can tell whether or not the gamification of warehouse jobs will hold greater impacts on the future of doing tedious and mundane tasks. So it sounds like fun, but it also sounds pretty awful. I don't know what your take is on this.
I have no idea. Let's gamify all this stuff. I don't understand.
Well, it's okay. So on the one hand, if you choose to work in a warehouse, why not make it fun? But I can see that Amazon isn't exactly going, how can we make their lives better? It's like, how can we make them work faster and make them think they're having fun?
So, John, you mean to tell me that they're not doing what we used to do at warehouses? Just kick things around and throw things and
push them around.
No?
Well, what I used to do when I worked at Toys R Us, we had our stock room was upstairs. So what you could do, it was so packed, you could build little forts. Now, of course, I was a young kid at the time, but we would build forts and hang out. And it was neat because there was these, we used to sell diapers at Toys R Us, and you could almost build like little castles out of the diaper boxes because they were all uniform and very solid. You could build steps, you could make little thrones. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So at one point, in college, I worked at service merchandise, and then I had to go to the warehouse because it's no for a reason, but it was just easier to work in a warehouse if I was in college. And these warehouses, remember service merchandise, like you didn't get stuff off the shelf, you have to get it from the warehouse. So you used to like run around this whole thing. We used to ride scooters and stuff like that just for fun.
Yeah, I was pretty good at riding the pallet jack. That was a lot of fun because then I got to unload the trucks. Boy, that was great when it was like 90 degrees out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great. Anyway, I don't think Amazon is going to make it as fun as we did.
Yeah, technology is kind of taking all the fun out of working a job like that, if you know what I mean. There's cameras and sensors everywhere. taking out the human element, because I do have some empathy for these people. I mean, I've heard some pretty bad stories. They do try to use design to make it as efficient as possible. For instance, the workers often now stand in one place while the robots will bring the shelves of items to them. So you're basically standing on a platform and it says, okay, we've got an order of books coming up. Here comes the shelf with the books on it. You grab the book and the robot puts the shelf back.
Yeah.
Think about how much time that is taken off from someone going, okay, I have to look for, and I'm sure everything is numbered and you're told exactly where to go. But now the worker doesn't have to move. They just got to stand there and grab the items.
Yeah, but how am I going to get my 10,000 steps in a day?
You're not. Your Apple Watch will show your arm moving. That's about it. And we're going to quote the experts here, but experts say arbitrary targets and rewards have psychological powerful effects, making testing meaningful and engagement. It can be used to shape behavior, pushing workers to perform better. And that is absolutely true. And listen, I guess if I had to choose between one or the other, I would rather be playing a game all day, even though I know I'm still working in a warehouse job. I'd rather make it a game than just be miserable. So I don't know. Stat time. Amazon has added 300,000 full-time jobs worldwide since installing robotics in its warehouse in 2012. And that number will only grow because what do we have coming up? We have the holiday season in just a very few short months. So that number will grow.
Correct.
All right. We're going to take a moment and tell you about our sponsor, SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. Stop wasting time waiting in line at the post office to send mail and packages. Avoid all that confusion trying to find the best postal rates for your business. With SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes, you can send packages and mail without leaving your office, right from your desk, as low as $4.99 American per month. You'll save time and money no matter what you send, from letters to packages to overnights and the F's and B's. Starts only at $4.99 a month, and you can print shipping labels and stamps right from your own printer. Easily compare rates using the online software. Gain access to special USPS savings for letters and priority mail shipping. Plus, you can track all of your shipments and get email notifications when they've arrived. And for being a loyal e-commerce minute listener, you'll receive a free 30-day trial to get started. And as an added bonus, you'll receive a free 10-pound scale shipped right to your door to help you accurately weigh your packages. So go to pb.com/minute to access this special offer and get a free 30-day trial plus a free 10-pound scale to get started. That's pb.com/minute. Experience the better way to ship with a free trial of SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. So any closing thoughts?
Robots are taking over.
Yeah, we always say that. And then we go, nah, not really. But I think this is one of them where they're going to keep the people in there as long as possible and try to let them have a little fun before the robot takes their jobs.
I think that might happen, sir.
Because they have these productivity quotas and things that they have to meet. I'll leave you with one final fact. One survey from workers' rights platform Organized found that 74% of warehouse workers avoided going to the toilet for fear of missing productivity goals. Amazon has increased output requirements for its employees from 100 to nearly 400. I don't know what that metric is, 100 items or 400 items. I don't know what that is. But one factory worker reported that in order to win a race car game, she recently picked, it's items per hour. One factory worker reported that in order to win a race car game, she recently picked nearly 500 items in an hour. And what did she get? She got an Amazon sweatshirt for her troubles. All right. Anything else?
That's it, my friend.
All right. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.